Are you thinking about moving to Missoula, Montana, but you want to make sure that Missoula is safe for you and your family? Well, today, that's exactly what I'll be talking about. I'll be going through 2022's crime data, and let's see if Missoula is a safe place for you and your family to live. I can point you in the right direction of where to find the data, and that way you can make the right decision for you and your family. Let's get after it right now. All right, let's dive right in. This is a Montana government website, and this is definitely one of the websites that you should look into as they are updating their crime stats. They will update it right here for you. And this is a great place to start the conversation on whether or not Missoula is safe for you and your family. So let's go through some of these together to get a better understanding. So let's dive into violent crimes. All right, let me move myself here. So violent crimes has actually come down in the past year. You can see right here from 2021 data to 2022 data. Let me see if I can get my little pencil out. Just with murders, oh, we actually have more murders, but I was looking at these numbers right here. It's lower in 2022. Same thing with robbery, and rape is lower as well. The only one here that's higher is murder. And then overall, I guess those violent crimes are lower. All right, let's, oops. How do I go back? Okay, let's go to drug crime, because, oh boy. All right, so let's see, overall, we're lower on methamphetamine, which is orange. Green is weed, also slightly lower from year to year. Crack cocaine is about the same, which is pink. And then unknown drugs, that's brown, so that's the same as well. Oh, heroin, opioids is blue. So that has also decreased. Starting in 2021 is when we start to see that decrease. So let's take a look over here as well. So crack cocaine is slightly higher in 2022, but is that what it showed over here? Look like a straight line if I'm looking straight at it. I'm looking at this line in pink down here, but it is slightly higher. And they even have 2023 data, so it's slightly lower at this point in the year. Let's take a look over here. So not a huge difference for crack cocaine. Wow, significantly lower for heroin and opioids, which is great. Slightly lower with weed. Slightly lower with methamphetamines and stimulants. Higher with other drugs. And then unknown, slightly higher as well. So, I mean, it's no secret, every town and city has drugs. So this just gives you a comparison of year to year. So we are overall trending in the right direction with violent crimes and drugs. So let's see the other categories. Let's look at by county. All right, so let's look at Missoula. Where are you? There we are. Okay, so okay, here we go. Let's see if we can. All right, let's look here at Missoula. So we have total offenses, but let's see, we're mid 6,000s, which is significantly higher. Cascade is about 6,000. All these other counties are pretty low. Lewis and Clark, I guess, is in the 2,000s. Okay, Yellowstone is up in the 8,000, but they have a higher population than us. Let's see. Okay, so let's compare Missoula County, which, let's keep in mind, is 21,000 people. Okay. And then Ravalli County is significantly lower in population. So I guess offense rate is lower in Ravalli County compared to Missoula County. So from this data right here, Ravalli County is more safe than Missoula County. All right, since this is a real estate channel and I talk about all things real estate, it would just make sense to talk about property crime. So we are trending down, which is great. Let's see what else we can pull out of here. Okay, we are, okay. These are all trending down, so that's good. And then auto theft from 2022 to 2023. I'm not sure why they did it like that. 2023. We are slightly lower as well. Burglary, slightly lower as well. And then larceny is lower as well. So overall, we're trending in the right direction. So use this website to decide if Missoula and the surrounding areas is a safe place for you and your family to live. Now, I can tell you with almost 100% certainty, and these are my own opinions and not backed by data. I grew up in Washington, D.C., where the crime rate is much higher than in Missoula. Washington, D.C. is an urban city, while Missoula is considered a small town compared to the rest of the United States, right? So in big major cities, the capital of the United States, of course, crime is going to be much higher than in Missoula. Now, I will tell you with 100% certainty that I feel so much safer in Missoula and the surrounding areas than I did in Washington, D.C. I'll tell you a short story. Back when I was in college at the University of Delaware, my mom was robbed at gunpoint right in front of our house in DC. That changed my life. It changed her life for sure. She's fine. Everything was fine. But it changed our family, and it changed how I think about personal security and how I walk around, and always look back to make sure I know who's behind me, who's around me. I noticed that I was just so much more aware of all the people that are around me. So I learned a very valuable lesson that day. And unfortunately, I had to get to that point where something bad had to happen in order for us as a family to come to the realization you always have to look around to your surroundings and make sure that you are creating a safe environment, not only for yourself, but for your family. So I will point you in the right direction for this information, but you'll need to come to your own conclusions about whether or not you feel safe here in Missoula or the surrounding areas. Now, if I've missed anything, please leave me a comment down below. For locals that live here, do you feel safe living here? What have you noticed throughout the years? And people that are thinking about moving to Missoula or the surrounding areas, How does this crime data compare to your current city? Do you think you would feel safer or not as safe or not safe at all compared to where you currently live? I would love to keep the conversation going down in the comments. If you're finding value in this video, then go ahead and give that like button a click. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell as well. That way I can bring more of Missoula's charm to you. Until next time. What else?